Caravans carrying salt, wool and rice have moved on these mountain trails since hundreds of years. But 25 years ago, when I was a kid, my father sometimes sent me as a helper with traders crossing the high passes. I am from the lower hills of Annapurna region, and I still remember excitement of crossing the Himal for the first time. From Manang, the goods would go up to Mustang, crossing the Trongla Pass. While coming back from Manang village along the Marsangdi river, it used to take 2 days to reach Thonse. Today, as I passed from Thonse going up to Manang, I remember we used to turn to Larke Pass from here, and 4 days would take us right into Tibet. Now, trekkers just turn to Manasulu area from here. Thonse used to be a transition point for caravans, and southwards from here would lead to Lomjung, my district. A small caravan, just like today, would have about 10 mules, transporting 4 to 5 quintals of goods. The traders I accompanied mostly traded rice, but some would trade herbs, root, and even musk deer glands. Thonse was also a main storage place then. Even today, it is used for that purpose in winters, when the high passes get covered by snow. This area is Lower Manang and also called Gesumdo or meeting place of 3 trails. People here are called Gesumdo Chen, meaning the people sit here. I have been carrying loads as porter on this trail for over 20 years now. Today, I am with some university student from Kathmandu. This is actually easy for me, not much load. It is nice to see them filming with their camera. I often get to see how I too look on film. We started 3 days ago from Besisar. Besisar used to be the last motorable part of the road. But now the motor goes almost 2 hours further up. This trek is known as Annapurna Circuit and attracts thousands of tourists every year. It takes about 6 to 8 days to reach Manang. I settled for a rate of 600 rupees per day. I was telling about the times when not tourism but trade used to be the only reason for traveling this route, and settling prices was also an altogether different matter. My father used to say traders knew no fixed rates. People were guided by just their faith only. It was at Swargadwar, the gateway to heaven, that passing traders would shout to some hidden power. They used to pass by, not knowing that someone like them only would hide ahead of them and pretend to be the Vaje, the hidden fatherly power who could advise. A man would hide his doko out of sight and sneak behind a tree, waiting for a shout from other trader passing from below. Rates have certainly changed, but the holy Swargadwar dividing upper and lower Manang remains the same. No one has ever climbed it.
Manang opened to the outside travelers about 30 years ago.
सरकारी हो सबै ए त्यहाँ कर्मचारीहरुले लैजानु भा कति दिन पुग्छ यिनीहरु
बेसरबाट 3 दिनमा आउँछ
हैन अनि तपाईहरुको चाहिँ आफ्नै खर्च हो यो
आफ्नै
कति जति पाउनुहुन्छ त्यसको लागि
बेसरबाट मनाङसम्मको क्विन्टलको 2000 हो
क्विन्टलको 2000 रुपैयाँ ए राम्रो रहेछ त नि अनि बाँकी त्यो बाटोमा लाग्ने खर्चहरुकोले उनीहरुले बेहोर्छ कि आफ्नै
सबै हाम्रै हो
आफ्नै हो कति बच्छ
बच्दैन 5-6000 जति बच्छ खाएर
5000 हो चामल मात्रै बोक्ने हो कि अरु पनि बोक्नुहुन्छ
सबै कुरा बोक्छ
हो सबै भने के पर्छ जुन अलिकति आवश्यक आधारभूत तत्त्वहरु के छ
चामल चिनी मैदा दाल
हजुर
तेलहरु
रेट त फरक पर्दैन
रेट त
सबैको एउटै हो जे ल्याए पनि हजुर खपत हुने चाहिँ के विशेष मनाङतिर विशेष खपत हुने चाहिँ के हुन्छ जुन पटक पटक ल्याइरहनु पर्ने हुन्छ नि चामलै हो के अब त यता रोड बन्दैछ हैन दाइ अब त्यो कस्तो लागिरहेछ तपाईहरुलाई किन रोड बन्यो भने त तपाईहरुले यस्तो गर्नु पर्दैन फेरि आम्दानीको स्रोत पनि बन्द हुन्छ दुईटा कुरा छ है तपाईको जुन यो तपाईको आफ्नै हैन यो सबै कचडहरु यिनीहरु त फेरि आउँदैन त काममा तपाई के गर्नुहुन्छ त फेरि यिनीहरुको तपाईको आफ्नै काम पनि जान्छ फेरि के गर्न थाल्नुहुन्छ त्यसपछि
त्यसबाट यसलाई आन्तैतिर जान्छ
हजुर
एउटा आफ्नै काम गर्ने
आफ्नै काम भन्नुभा खेती किसानी अरु खचडाहरुलाई चाहिँ के सोच्नुहुन्छ
खचडाहरु त आन्तै जान्छ नि
हजुर बेच्दिनुहुन्छ
Till last week, I was in Boundara, my village. It's a Brahmin village. We passed it on the first day of the trek. During monsoon, it's paddy plantation time. Before coming, I was able to work on the field for some days. We walk about 5 to 7 hours each day. It rains often, especially in the lower region, but higher areas will be drier.
जति माथिको बिस्तारै हिँड्नु न नत्र आज चिट सिक्नेस हुन्छ
माथि जाँदा
मसँग डायमक्स छ
धेरै नहिँड्नुस् कति सक्छ त्यति नै हिँड्नुस् हैन
यस्तै पानीहरु खाने लसुनहरु खाने अनि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै जाने
हो भने चाहिँ पछाडी 100 मिटर ओर्लिने अनि फेरि बिस्तारै ओर्लिने अनि बिस्तारै
फेरि चढ्न त
कहाँ गाह्रो त सकिसक्यो चाहिँ युज टु भइसक्यो फेरि माथि जाने नि किन कसले ओर्लेर बसिरो भने
फेरि झरेर फेरि जाने टेन्सन हुन्छ है कति फेरि दिन त धेरै लाग्ला नि कहाँ बेसी सर अस्तिको कुरा गरेको यार
सुई गयो भने च्यामेसम्म पुग्यो भने आज नि
बाटो त राम्रै छ
भोलि लोअर पिसाङ हैन भोलिसम्म अनि पर्सी मनाङ पुगिन्छ होला मेरो विचारमा
न त फेरि लाठी लिएर
Within the duration of a week's trek, the altitude shifts from just 900 meters to 4,000 meters in Upper Manang. Nearly half of Nepal lies above 3,000 meters. This shift in altitude dramatically changes the climate from tropical to alpine to Arctic within a week of traveling. And the vegetation shifts from cropped fields to pine forests, apple orchards, and gradually turns to shrubs and barren mountains in the Manang rain shadow. Transportation has a different meaning here. Trade and time all get weighed against weight and carrying capacity.
We came here in the month of June, and as there is monsoon, so I don't think in fact, I have to do it again. Continue. Shall I? Okay. This is the, I think there is monsoon, so it keeps raining heavily sometime, and the weather is not so clear as well. And as we have to get to Manang, and Manang falls under this rain shadow, so I think we may not have this rain problem.
Sometimes I watch the filming and leisurely see the trails I walk. Over the years, bigger steel bridges have replaced the wooden ones. Every part of the trail is now accessible throughout the year. These bridges are good enough for mule packs and people. And now, vehicles will be coming to some parts soon, but not over these bridges. The trails are widening into roads. Seasonal flight from Pokhara to Humre leaves just 2 hours of walk till Manang. But now I think the complete trail journey to Manang will also be reduced to 1 or 2 days. The mules and caravans will be gone. I think porters will be left with little work on this trail. Maybe trekkers will soon start going more towards adjoining Manaslu area. My son has never thought of being a porter anyhow. He wants to be a tourist guide. You will be joining us on the trail. I always think it is good to meet people from outside.
I think I am 1 or 2 hours ahead. Rest of my friends are still preparing only. हामीलाई दिनको 7-8 घण्टा चाहिँ यतिकै हिँड्नै पर्ने हुन्छ। त्यसमा पनि बाटोमा कहीँ भिलेजहरु सानतिनो भिलेजहरु चिया खाने ठाउँहरु त पाइन्छ। तर राम्रो एकोमोडेसन पाउन चाहिँ 7-8 घण्टा हिँड्नै पर्छ।
Horses can be hired for about 800 rupees per day. Some tourists choose to use them while crossing the Throngla Pass beyond Manang at a height of 5600 meters. The trail to Manang has lots of lodges for tourists, with over 400 passing in a day during peak tourist seasons. Along with the hotels, the trail is dotted with village settlements and small roadside resting place. There are many small shack shops called bhattis, which offer tea, roxy, a local whiskey, and lots of information.
व्यापार कतिको हुन्छ त? 100-150 मात्रै? यानी अचेल
आज भोलि त 50-60
हैन अब रोड पारीबाट जाँदैछ फेरि भोलिपछि टुरिस्टहरु उतैबाट जान्छ होला नि हैन अनि तपाईलाई के लागिराछ अहिले मात्रै हो हुँदैन के गर्नु त हिउँदभरि व्यापार नगर्दा
काम गरिरहने नि
के काम छ
दाउरो काट्ने घाँस काट्ने है मल ओसार्ने त्यति त हो नि त के गर्ने
धेरै जस्तो हामी मान्छेहरु मात्र देख्छु के मैले लोन मान्छेहरु चाहिँ यस्तो पसलहरु चलाएर बसेर देखिन्न त किन होला
कुन त
हजुरको व्यक्तिगत समस्या चाहिँ
यहाँतिर यस्तो छ अब म त बिहे नगरेर म एक्लै भए कोही कोही त भइहाल्छ श्रीमान श्रीमती भएकोहरु
अनि श्रीमान भएको घरमा पनि श्रीमानले चला हुँदैन के पसल श्रीमती जेउने आएको मान्छे मात्रै हुन्छ धेरै जसो
कोही मास्टर काम गर्छ कोही चाहिँ विदेशतिर हिँड्छ कोही फेरि घरमा पनि अर्कै कामतिर जान्छ अर्कासँग हालो जोड्ने
साला खाला यति हजार उति हजार कति जति छ अहिले हाम्रो सबै सामानहरु गरेर के
सबै सामानहरु गर्यो भने हजुर 3500-600 जति हुन्छ 35-36
आरी चाहिँ अब फेरि यतिकै पसल राख्न पर्यो भने चाहिँ कति जति लगानी चाहियो होला साला खाला
20-25 जति पायो भने
20-25 हजार भयो नि सक्नुहुन्छ है अनि जग्गा नि जग्गा
ए जग्गामा मात्रै आरो सामान
ए जग्गाको 20-25 हजार पर्छ ए जग्गा 20 हजार भयो भने सामान यही लगाएर नि तपाईले राख्न सक्नुहुन्छ नि
On the way to Manang, most of the time we are walking along the Marsyangdi river. One comes across a settlement within every 2 hours of walking distance.
अरे बबल रहेछ त हो यहाँ
दाइ गर्न मिल्छ दाइ
दाइ
बाजेले
देखाएको के अनि यो अबि
माटो पो छ के म त आँगन जुस लाइरहे एकैछिन त
यहाँ राम्रोसँग टेक्ला
यो गहुँ है बाजे गहुँ होइन यो गहुँ
गाउँ हो
अरु के रोप्नुहुन्छ बा यहाँ
मखा गाउँ फावर यदि मलाई हो
त्यति हो आलुहरु पनि रोप्नुहुन्छ
आलुहरु
आलुहरु
आलु चाहिँ हो काठमाडौँ हो उनीहरू
सबै काठमाडौँ सबै काठमाडौँ
काठमाडौँ मान्छे हो
वहाँ नि काठमाडौँ के हो धेरै भइसक्यो 10-15-20 वर्ष भइसक्यो
तलको कसरी झर्ने कुन्द्रो
यसमा के गर्ने हो बाजे यसमा यहाँ
घाँस राख्ने ठाउँ
हजुर
घाँस
घाँसहरु राख्नुहुन्छ
सर्जा बाख्रा भेटा राख्ने अहिले देखामा गयो
ए अहिले लेकमा गयो कतिखेर आउँछ अहिले कतिखेर आउँछ
यो भदौ असोदो असोदमा आउँछ दसैँमा
माख पनि खिचौ माख
के गर्ने हो आमा यसले
यो पुस्ने
ए यो भुइँ पोत्ने गाईको हो गाईको नगर भैँसीहरूको त हुन्न नि है गाईको किन गर्नुपर्ने हो आमा
पनि त लक्ष्मी भएर होला
ए लक्ष्मी भएर होला
I got the chance to stay with some local people and realized that, like most other things, the shape of their houses too is defined by religious belief.
यहाँको मान्छेहरूको विश्वास यस्तो छ कि भूत पिचासहरू त निहुरेर हिँड्न सक्दैन त्यो कारणले गर्दा त्यही विश्वासको आधारमा चाहिँ घरका ढोकाहरू होचा बनाइन्छ तर कहिलेकाहीँ भूत पिचासको जग्गामा मान्छेहरूले आफ्नो पुर्पुरो पनि ठोक्ने गर्छन् सो टेक केयर
नमस्कार दाइ तपाईँ कतिखेर उठ्नु भयो
कहाँ एकछिन भयो
बाहिर आएको
के छ दिदी तरकारी साग ठिकै हो तर सधैँ अरू छैन केही
तपाईँलाई केही खान मन लाग्छ भने 12 बजीसम्म कुन सक्नुहुन्छ मिन्टला अथवा आउँछ उसको काठको खुट्टा हुन्छ तपाईँले झिकेर माथि राख्न सक्नुहुन्छ राख्न सक्नुभयो भने तपाईँले जे भन्नुहुन्छ उही खानेकुरा ल्याइदिन्छ सक्नुहुन्छ
हो तिमीलाई कसरी थाहा भयो नि
म गाइड भन्दैछु के दाइ मलाई सबै कुरा थाहा पनि भयो नि
कसले कुर्छ मेन त्यसलाई तपाईँलाई तपाईँलाई लाग्छ सुत्ने हो
The next day,